Hello, I'm Wai Chim, and I wrote The Party. The music is dead, but the room is hardly silent. I can't tell if it's a trick of the room's red light, but as Matt makes his way back to me, everyone around us starts to change. Their faces droop, melting like candle wax, those pretty features pulling apart.
I'm Jared Thomas. My story is Seek and Destroy. What spirits? I asked Victor. They're everywhere. Victor turned on the torch and shot it up at him. There's some fellas, they had their guts cut with rocks and coal shoved inside of them. And they're full of fire, their eyes are fire, and they can't be touched by nothing. And then there's just ghosts, like white fella ghosts. But I could call these fellas here right now if I wanted to. There's all kinds of different spirits out here, he said.
Hello, I'm Emma Preston, and my story is It's Quiet Now.
I'm Vikki Wakefield, and my story is Heart-Shaped Stone. Arlo runs her hands lightly over the stones. One of them is singing to her, but which one? Arlo looks up. Cam says what? Katie's eyes are glazed with fear. Her hands flutter, pulling at the ends of her hair. Cam says one day you'll disappear, just like the other foster kids. Then what will I do? Arlo's hand touches a stone, roughly the size and shape of a human heart, and in that moment she understands what happens here in the canyon. Sacrifice.
Hi, I'm Sarah Epstein, and my story is Stop, Revive, Survive. On his return to the car, Eddie paused at the water tank to wash his hands. He heard a much louder crack in the forest this time, like a tree branch splitting in half. Something heavy thumped the ground. Campers collecting firewood? Maybe. Eddie wasn't sticking around to find out.
Happy Halloween. I'm Lisa Fuller, and my story is Don't Look. Burnt hills wave gently in the shimmering heat. The sun is sinking fast now, lengthening shadows and stringing the sky with reds and pinks. Darker blues push their way through them even now. The last of the light fades. The hairs on my arms and leg prickle. A chill flows like a wave onto my skin. That feeling I had all afternoon of being watched intensifies.
Hi, my name's Poppy Nwosu, and my story in Hometown Haunts is called Nature Boy. We lie side by side, my shoulder to his. Cool sand forms a mold around my body as if I'm sinking. Despite the heat and mosquito and the thick darkness, I feel at home. This beach is our place. My brother points at the night sky, a stretch of stars taking over the whole world, and one star that moves, coming closer.
Hi, I'm Emma Osborne, and my story is Slaughterhouse Boys. The cow's screaming cuts through the noise of the party. The celebration carries on, all bitter beers and squealing rock music and blue singlets, and the only thing Tom can do is smile until his cheeks hurt and rub his thumb over the hilt of the knife at his belt. By the end of the night, the cow's blood will coat his tongue.
Hi, my name's Margot McGovern, and my story is Euryhaline. I won my first swimming race years before I laid eyes on a pool. Nan says I'm precocious. Mum calls it ambitious. Truth is, there aren't any competition-sized pools on the York Peninsula. In Innisberg, we learned to swim in the sea. But even among our community of fishing families and oyster farmers, I always had an unusual affinity for the water. And after I became the youngest person to swim across the bay at high tide, a rumour went around that I was part Manur.
Hi, I'm Marianna, and this is Hunger. The wind blew out my first 2 strikes of the match. On the 3rd attempt, a spark caught on the corner of a hell note. It curled black around the edges, then whoosh, the entire bundle lit up. "You got anything smaller than 10,000? asked a husky voice. On the faded plastic sun lounge lay a wizened old woman in a frayed blue tunic and hemp pants. She crossed her matchstick-thin legs and held up the banknote as if inspecting it for watermarks. No longer charred, it had acquired a pearly sheen. No offence, but it's hard to get change for 10,000 for a packet of cigarettes.
Hello, my name is Alison Evans, and my story is Angel Eyes. The angels arrived to cleanse the sins of the wolves.
My name is Felix Wilkins, and my story is the best years of your life. Don't scratch your back. Don't scratch your back. You'll be better off if you ignore it, if you just learn to live with it. Don't let the itch control you, you control the itch. Look around, everyone in this classroom wants you to scratch that itch until there's blood oozing down your back and you can point and whisper and snigger and feel safe knowing I'm not the other today. Keep them waiting.
G'day, I'm Holden Sheppard, and my story is Rappaccini's son. I imagine luring them into Sonny's garden, where the plants come alive in my presence. How Pietro's sneer would die on his face, when my vines choked him, lifted him off the ground, smashed his skull into the terracotta. Once or twice I shake my head. I'm placid, I would never hurt anyone. These aren't my thoughts. Or are they?